Now, face the mighty bison.
Currently, right now, there is a sale going on for the DLC Season 1 Pass and Season 2 Pass on PlayStation and on Steam. On Steam, I confirmed that it is 60% off and it will stay that way all the way until January 5th. For PlayStation, I'm not sure the exact times and dates and prices. Just go look at the store yourself. Also, something that I must note from the last update that they did, they added in 2 new character panels for Clive. They give us a look at those 2 character panels here, so if you are a Clive main or if you're just in the mood for some free stuff, definitely go grab it. I don't know if this will be there forever or if it will expire. Now, with that aside, the big question, Harada-san. We know that he announced basically that he's leaving Tekken. You know, he's dealing with a lot of health issues. He's dealing with personal issues. He's also dealing with the loss of some of his close friends. All of that resulted in him stepping away. I know a lot of people were saying that he's leaving because Tekken is just too hard to redeem. Me personally, I don't feel that way. I think they have all of the necessary tools to make this game a success or make it a failure. Harada staying isn't going to make Season 3 a success because him being here in Season 2 didn't make it a success. Now, he did orchestrate some things, pulled some people together, moved some development teams around to make the next 3 DLC characters much better, but what they do from here is up to them. Harada can't handhold these guys forever, so it's now or never. I personally feel like they can do it, but only time will tell whether or not it's true or false. But after the announcement of his retirement, Harada went silent. About a week or so later, his first appearance on the internet was on a VTuber's debut stream.
Okay, I will now be accepting some questions. So, anyone in the crowd here want to ask a question? Anyone? Oh, yeah, you in the sunglasses. Yeah, come up here. Come up here. Come up here. I see you have some questions.
Hi. というわけで皆さんこんにちは。原田です。こんばんは。藤木美希さん。見てますか？というわけでですね、今日は VTuber 藤木美希さんに対しての質問ということでですね。
He also did an interview where he listed his top 5 games of 2025. Hunting 2 Simulator, Kirby Air Riders, Battlefield 6, Diablo 4, then Cuphead 5. But before you knew it, December was over, and Harada updated his bio on Twitter to say former game director and chief producer of action fighting games. Harada is officially retired from Bandai Namco after 31 years with the company, with his final guest appearance being on the TWT 2025 finals that takes place in, I believe, February. Currently, Nakatsu, who worked on Tekken since 2011, is now leading development on Tekken, alongside Michael Murray, who started in around, I believe, Tekken 4. The previous plans was for Harada and Michael Murray to retire together after Tekken 9, but sometimes the plans don't always turn out. We don't know exactly how much longer Michael Murray will be here, if he still will try to sit through all of Tekken 9, or if he will leave at the end of Tekken 8 as well. On the topic of Tekken 9, you do got to keep in mind that Harada wanted to release Tekken 9 alongside the PlayStation 6, and we received news that the PlayStation 6 is being delayed from its planned 2027-2028 launch to a later date because there's a surge in RAM prices. All we need to know is that Tekken 8 will probably get an extra year of lifespan now. If you thought Season 3 would be the end, Season 4 would be the end, now we may potentially get a Season 5. This is more time to correct the game, more time to satisfy players, more time to bring in characters that the players want, but then this is also more time to craft and create Tekken 9 if we get to that point. Also, I want to give credit where credit is due. You guys know I've been very hard on the Tekken developers and the way that they do Twitter. I think there's a lot of stuff that they can learn from. Like, for example, they're still using their AI captions. I don't know why they just won't create a simpler caption, a smaller caption. But I will highlight how they are finally showing off combos. They're showing off practice. A lot of people on Twitter do this where they just dedicate their Twitter to like helping players. And I was saying that the Tekken Twitter should do a little bit of this as well. Not just promote and sell stuff all the time, but support support players, retweet funny moments from the players, retweet fan art, respond to things, comment things, also post guides and tricks and how to, remind players that things like Tekken Ball, Arcade Quest, Story Mode, Arcade Ladder, remind people that all that stuff exists. Use your Twitter for more than just a marketing page. Really tap into the full extent of what social media can be. Now, at the same time as me saying that, I know they posted a little gameplay clip of Asuka and Yoshimitsu, and they were just kind of showing how you could counter Asuka. There were people in the comment section who was saying that the counterplay that is being shown can be defeated if Asuka does a different move. Basically, this counterplay doesn't cover all options. You know, the general balance complaint for Tekken 8 as a whole, right? Option selecting and stuff like that. But me personally, I think the fact that they are just trying to teach players the concept of punishment, the concept of throw breaking, the concept, that's step in the right direction. That's progress. We got to take baby steps if we want to get back on the right track. So instead of like critiquing this and saying, oh, but you guys didn't do this, or oh, but that, let's just be appreciative that they're trying. I also want to highlight how cheating is still an ongoing problem. You have this Twitter account here which says this guy is boosting himself and became God 3. He matched with himself 105 matches. He's a God 3 law player. He's climbing up the charts. Everyone can see it. The developers are taking action against these guys who are doing this, but I do want them to just hone in on this problem, and if some way somehow they can fully like eliminate it, like realistically in season 3, I would appreciate that as well. Tekken has been plagued by cheating, plugging, and boosting for a very long time, and they need more foolproof system to take care of it. On the topic of the Tekken World Tour Finals, B&E Esports listed out some information just in case you guys missed it. I'll just go ahead and read through some of it. So first off, the Tekken World Tour is taking place in Sydney, so it's on January 31st, February 1st. I believe that's probably where they'll announce season 3, but they could do something sooner. They also show, and this one's important, the finals format for the tournament. So you can see the regionals and how 6 players will be selected from there. The last chance qualifier, how 1 player will be selected from there. But then you see the global leaderboards, how 13 players will make it through. That combined will make the top 20 for the actual finals. And this event will happen over the course of 4 days. The producer of Virtual Fighter was answering a couple of questions. The one that I think is the most interesting, someone says, will there be a boxing character in Virtual Fighter 6? And then they respond with this image here. We thought this image was somehow a reference to Kiri Kazama because of the animation of it, but maybe it's not. Maybe this is a new character who has a boxing style and hopefully will be revealed next. Also, something that I think is interesting, Sega producer wants to break away from the perception that Virtual Fighter is a difficult and complicated game. The quote says, one thing is the common perception of Virtual Fighter is a difficult and complicated game. I think this impression is especially strong amongst people familiar with fighting game genre. The controls are based on 3 inputs, punch, kick, and guard, so it should be straightforward, but I think the series has accumulated some complexities over time. I want to break away from that perception. That said, we're not simply making things easy and neglecting core players. No matter what, a certain degree of challenging aspects must be retained. This game has a lot to live up to. Players will give it an opportunity, but at this point, I want to get some hands-on experience with the game. Reveal characters, reveal trailers, reveal a beta, reveal a demo, reveal the release date for the game, and then let's get cooking.